Hey there, welcome to another movie about Bitcoin news. Here's what we saw on the Bitcoin chart this drop. We talked about this possible drop into one of our service areas yesterday. We have now reached the service area. I only want to pay attention to the daily report for 1 hour. It seems to happen over and over again. After the Fed makes its decision about interest rates today, we might take a look at that. Today is going to be a rough one. Things might get better. Things might. We might need to make changes based on how much movement we see. Okay, so the last few Fed days, Bitcoin wasn't really that aggressive, interesting, or unpredictable, but things might be a little different later today as we get closer to that Fed day, okay? It's almost time for the Fed to make a choice about interest rates, so I'd like to do something quick. And as you know, the Fed is trying to lower rates, and they probably will. That's already been priced in. Is it 25 or 50 basis points? That's the question. That's still not clear. It looks like we're dealing with that B wave slowdown now. The B wave is still happening if we go lower. A support area has been set up between 54,300 and 57,510 in this case. That is still a pretty normal support area for a B wave though. But if the pullback is only shallow, this is the upper support area, which will be tried first naturally 58,322 to 59,395. If you look at the bigger picture, that's the upper support area. This is wave 2 of a larger recovery or circle wave C to the upside. It looks like this ABC. This could have been the end of the B wave in the white count. That's what we talked about yesterday. In this case, could you please watch for 67K? Also, the A wave could have been a 5-wave move, which is why we usually expect prices to go up. Even though I think this is more of a 5-wave move, the B wave may have made a low point here. That's why I wanted another low into that lower support area, but once more, these patterns aren't very reliable on that size. I can also make a case for a 3-wave move A, B, and C. Yes. Then it's hard to tell what the C wave is, but we could say 1, 2, 3, 4, or 5. In that case, it's an ABC arrangement. But as I already said, it's also easy to use this rating to call that an A or B. Just wait, that's not an ABC. See what I mean? 2, 3, 4, 5, it's hard. So that's why we broke through the first resistance yesterday and made a new high. The price couldn't stay there, but it was a new high nonetheless. This means that we can already look for higher prices without having to test support again. As you know, we are dealing with a bigger, let's say, diagonal pattern to the top. It's clear that the higher white count is a sign of strength. That would be the bullish count. Now I know why I'm still following an ABC structure to the top. The first wave was an ABC, the second was also an ABC, the third was also an ABC, the fourth was also an ABC, and the fifth was also an ABC. After that, we can say, okay, we have 5 waves in here. Okay, the B wave might make another low point, or it might have already done so. We're looking for higher all around. What does that tell us though? Well, the fact that subwaves can fix even when they're on a diagonal tells us that the structure is very weak overall. They're not strong. Things like that are easy to break. Because they are corrective, they can change. The fact that the subwaves calm things down tells us a lot, okay? It tells us a lot. In other words, that changes things all the time. So it's not easy to trade, and we need to be careful when we do it. It does work well to grade, scale in, and scale out. As you may know, the support room is still there. In this pullback, you never know where the price will go, but we can see that the 38.2 retracement was hit. Some of you may have opened the first long position here. You should know that it's hard to trade this fiercely in a different way. When you use Elliott wave in these diagonals, it can work well with a gridding method like scaling up and down. If you want to trade very aggressively, I think you would need a different method. Elliott wave isn't a trading method, it just tells you how markets are set up, okay? The FIPS can help you find places, but you might need another indicator after that, right? When you want to be a little more bored with your position, you might need to know your volume profiles or something. But it tells you a lot about how the market is structured, which is why we want prices to go up overall. This means we want either a straight move up in 5 waves or a bigger ABC structure. And then we could take off. The idea is that there will be a lot of change today. So I wanted to get you ready for the different scenarios that could happen. We have now seen a 3-wave slowdown into the upper support area as long as we keep the upper support area as high as possible. We might go straight up if we break above this B wave high at 60,800. It's possible that we will try the lower support area again if we see a break below 58,320. In this case, the price might try to go up again from this point. In the same situation, okay, it would just be a little bit of a deeper slowdown in a longer ABC structure inside a circle B that is still expanding. A break below 54,300 would be the only thing that would really change the situation. That would mean that 43K is possible. Here are the situations we need to be ready for. Please click the like button, leave a review, and subscribe if you like the email. Also, if you like the videos a lot, please check out the channel membership. Also, don't forget to follow us on Instagram and Twitter for more posts. Thanks for seeing it. Goodbye.